everyone, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today, as you guys can see from the title, I am giving you guys my thoughts and review on the new Natasha Denona Bronze palette. This was actually requested by quite a few of you guys. I posted a picture of me actually receiving this for my birthday, as a birthday gift, I should say, not on my birthday, but as a birthday gift, and a lot of you guys had asked me what my thoughts were and why did I even pick this palette. So that's what we're here to do today. I have been wearing this nonstop for about 5 or 6 days, really testing it out, really seeing what I like about it, what I don't like about it, how different is it, if it was even worth it. So we're gonna get right into it. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome to the familia. My name is Alejandra. I'm an eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash of Pride Japan. That is something that interests you. Subscribe, join us. And now without further ado, let's get on with this review. All right, you guys, so as you guys know, this is a Natasha Denona Bronze palette. This was $65. She literally shared this with the world, and about 5 days later it was released. I was even caught off guard when it was released because I didn't even know it was released. I kept getting asked what I wanted for my birthday from Mr. Man, and I honestly didn't want anything. There wasn't much out there that I really wanted, just gift cards or things that were on sale that I needed, like Z palettes, magnetic palettes, that kind of stuff. But when I saw this released, I was like, you know what? I want it. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why I wanted this palette. Since the beginning of this year, I have actually been interested in a bronze palette, but for me personally, I didn't want it to be just another bronze palette. There has been plenty of palettes released this year, one of them being the Soft Glam, I believe was last year or this year, from Anastasia. Then there was the California Love from ColourPop. There's a few other ones that were bronzy type of palettes, but what I was looking for was a bronze palette that would suit me for the summer when I did have a tan, when I was a little bit darker. I really can't use bronze too much when I am in my normal state, like my natural color. Only when I'm a little bit more tan can I get away with it. It just looks better on me, and not that I can't get away with it, it just looks better for me. I feel like I look better when I have a tan. So I wanted something that had a lot of different variety of bronze, not just gold bronze or red bronze or brown bronze or purple bronze. I wanted something that had everything incorporated in it. And when I saw this palette, that gave me it all, and that's why I bought this palette, or I should say I asked for this palette. I wanted it because it caters to everything that I wanted in a bronze palette all in one. I didn't want to buy multiple bronze palettes to give me what I wanted in total. And now, of course, you guys, of course, I could have pulled out a bunch of bronze throughout my whole entire collection. We all know with the amount of eyeshadow that I own, I could dupe anything and everything out in the market. I don't need to buy anything new, but I wanted one palette, and this was it for me. So as you guys can see, this is what she looks like. I have not seen many reviews on this palette, if any. Honestly, I've only seen what swatches or what people have been saying on Instagram posts, not so much videos. So I don't know what people are saying, but I only can assume what people are saying. So with this palette, it was $65, which I think is a good deal for what you're getting, because me being a panner, I know that this is going to last me a very long time. So I know that if this palette was the $129 price tag, I would have not bought it. I can tell you that right now. Because this was $65, I felt more justified purchasing it, and I actually use a gift card with it on top of it. So technically, I spent less than $65 on it. Well, Mr. Man did, because I gave up a gift card that I had. So he spent a lot less on it than its original price tag. But if this was $129, I wouldn't have spent the money on $129. I couldn't justify spending $129 on a bronze palette, but I can it being $65. So the eyeshadows are smaller, which is fine, but her quality does not get less, even though you're paying less for the palette, if that makes any sense. I've always been someone who has raved about me loving the shimmer shades, me going for the metallic-y foil type of eyeshadow, and I still do. I don't really care too much about mattes, but if I'm going to critique any matte and I'm gonna say which ones are my favorite mattes, there's only 2 brands that I would spend the money for when it comes to mattes. One of them being Viseart and the other one being Natasha Denona. I feel like their mattes blend themselves. You look professional. You never get that skin skipping mess. You never get that patchy mess. You never get that yucky mess like other brands are. And I am not saying that there aren't any other brands that are lesser amount of money that can't do the same, because I own some. But if I automatically think of mattes, and I know that if somebody's gonna ask me what mattes never let you down, those are the two brands, because I can use those without eye primers. And me having oily lids all year round, I just whacked myself. Having oily lids all year round, I get fading, I get the blendy patchiness, I get the not so potent color exposure, the having to prime, double prime sometimes in the summer because it's so hot and humid where I live. So I know, I've tested to this, that I know that those are the two brands that I can get away with that. So that's one of the main reasons why this one attracted me. The other main reason that I like this palette is because I'm just not getting one type of bronze. And I am sure you've seen some reviews, if any of you guys are interested in this palette, where you probably are hearing there's not enough variety, there's too many similar shades. And I understand that this could have been pared down to maybe 9 eyeshadows. I can see that happening. I actually swatched this palette for you guys in 3 different sections so you guys can see what I mean. So we're gonna start off with, I'm gonna show you guys the eyeshadows, the shimmery eyeshadows that are in this palette. Let me pull up the thing so you guys can see it. So I swatched all of the bronze eyeshadows first because I wanted you guys to see those together as a group first instead of me swatching the whole entire palette like you guys have been seeing. So I'm going to separate it in between all the bronzy shades, all the mattes, and then the 2 shades that stand out. So the first, obviously, video that you're going to see is of the whole palette and then of the bronze shadows. If you guys see the bronze shadows, I have swatched all of them together. There are 8 of them. So let me double, yes, there's 8 shadows in total. And as you guys can see, all of the bronzy shades, there's different undertones to them. And that's what I was looking for in a bronze palette. You're getting your coppery orange bronze, you're getting your red bronze, you're getting your taupey bronze, you're getting your yellowish orange bronze, then you're getting a duochrome peachy bronze, and then yellow bronze. So you're not just getting one style of bronze, you're getting multiple styles of bronze. So whatever you're thinking or wanting to that day, that's what you get. If you want a red bronze, a red coppery bronze, you got it. If you wanted a bright yellow one, you got it. The other thing that I noticed between all of these shimmers, metallics, is that you're getting different type of formulas too. Some of them are super soft to the touch, that they are very, very, I wouldn't say crumbly, but if you dig your finger real into them, you're gonna mess up the shadow because they're so pigmented you barely could just like graze over the eyeshadow. Some of them are, there's one in here that's more of a sparkle topper, but it has enough pigment where you can use it on its own, but it's a beautiful inner corner highlight. And then your other ones are more of that foiled metallic where they're saturated in color, not too much sparkle or glitter, but you're getting that metallic-y look that when you wet them, you can really see it. It looks like a cream shadow. So I wanted to show you guys the actual shimmers first, just so you guys can see that, because I know that I've been seeing a lot of people saying there's too much similarities of what reviews they've seen. So I just wanted to point that out. Now, the next thing I want to share with you guys is of the actual mattes. The mattes, you're getting a nice variety. You're getting your deeper end ones. The most deep one you're getting is the purple one, but we're going to get that later on. The deepest of the browns that you're getting is a reddish type of brown. Then before that, you're getting more of a caramel type of brown. You also have an orangey tone brown, a mustard yellow tone, and then you're getting your typical creme brulee type of brown. So you're getting a variety of browns where you're not getting a bunch of brown. It's a nice range of mattes where you can take your look in different routes, so you're not coming up with the same look over and over and over, if that makes any sense. Now, the last 2 shades that I want to share with you guys are the 2 that pop out of the palette. It's the dark matte purple, and then you got this purple with silver flecks to it that has red to it. When you see the swatch, you could see that it has a red undertone to it. So it's still going well with the rest of the bronze feel to it, but it's giving you a different way, a different look that you can take this palette. So for me, I found that this was the most variety of bronze that I can get in one palette where I didn't have to pull out from different ones. This is probably not going to be for everyone, and it probably won't be for everyone. I know that. I probably shocked a bunch of you guys by buying this palette because I love color. But again, I've always said it, I'm an equal opportunity lover and I love everything. I love my neutrals as well as my color. And this was something that I love. I genuinely love this one. I am wearing it today. I have different shades on my eyes. I didn't record this because I honestly forgot, but I will share with you guys the ones that I do have. For the crease, I ended up using, I believe it was this shade right here. And then I went in with this one right here. Then for my lid, I ended up going with this one right here on the inner part of my lid. And then I ended up going with this one right here on the outer part of my lid. For the lower lash line, I ended up going with this red bronze right here. And that's the look that I came up with. You can tell the difference between how bright the inner corner is versus my outer, and then how red it looks under my eyes in person. You can tell the difference in tones of the bronzes on my eyes. I purposely did not wear any lashes or any liner, so you can see, I don't know if you can, but I know in person you could definitely tell. This palette is for somebody who wants all those bronzes. This palette is made, I'm telling you, made for anyone that is medium tone all the way to deep. I think that this will look absolutely stunning to you. There is nothing but warm tones in this palette. You do not get cool tones in this palette. So if you really, the only two cool tones that I would say is these two, but the rest, the majority is warm tone. If you do not like warm tones, you're not gonna like this palette. This is not taupey bronze. This is a lot of warm tone bronzes. I love this for the summer. I love pairing this with different colors. Bronze goes with anything. It goes with blues, greens, fuchsias, oranges, yellows. I mean, you can add so much color to this and still get that bronzy effect to your eye that looks beautiful. I can grab this palette and pair it with so many shades that I paired it with a teal and a green on my lower lash line, and then I ended up with a purple as the inner corner, and then the bronze is on my lid. It looks so beautiful in person. I really enjoyed it. So this is for somebody who wants bronze, who wants warm tone. I can see myself getting use out of this. I can see myself enjoying this palette. This was a palette that I've been looking for months. It wasn't something that I just saw and wanted. I really had thought about it. I was waiting patiently. This is more bronzy. What I wanted, what I have been craving in a palette is this. Again, this was a shocker just as much as to me as to you guys, but I do like this palette. It's worth the $65 to me, but it may not be for you. If this was $129, it would not be in my hands, I can tell you that. Again, I would not purchase that. This I can pair and pop out with my Sunset palette, or I can pop it off with the Sunrise palette that I also have. So I think that this is a nice addition to my collection because I know I'm gonna get use out of it. I love these shades. These are some of the shades that when I didn't wear too much color, but this was color to me. And this is a lot of color for others. Many people in my life only wear browns and beiges, basically. So again, if anything that I mentioned to you guys seems interesting, wait for a sale, you guys. I am sure you can find this for a lot cheaper. I know I ended up getting this for a lot cheaper, or Mr. Man, I should say, ended up getting this for me a lot cheaper. And I don't regret it. I do enjoy it. I think this is something that I will get use out of. I have so many looks in my mind to do with this palette that the days just are too little for me to enjoy this palette. So I'm happy with it. I am. I love it. I enjoy it. I know it's not for everyone, but I do feel like there is enough variety for me to justify this palette. There may not be for others, but it is for me. That's why I wanted to swatch them separately so you guys can see it for yourselves, to see if it is enough variety for you. It's just not a bronze. Bronze is just not one shade. It has different undertones, and if those undertones is what you're looking for in one palette, this may be the palette for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I have been having so much fun with it. It's fun. It's actually funny because during my Pan Those Eyeshadows, I ended up with a bunch of bronzy type of shadows. So I can continue this trend in my look. So I'm very excited for it. I will link this down below in the description box. It is permanent. So if you guys want to get it in the future, maybe during a sale, Black Friday, Christmas, I would recommend it. I do like it. But again, it's not for everyone and I understand that. But that's why I ended up requesting this one for my birthday. So thank you guys again for all of your support. I'll put my videos right over here for your enjoyment. Until then, bye guys.